You ever get in a funk where you're just down and out and unmotivated and you get annoyed really easy and you kind of just are bummed out? You go inward, maybe you get quiet. You don't want to really be around anyone or talk to anyone or do anything. That's where I've been all week. Nothing specific happened. In fact, I'm working on a project and I had a step that really built some momentum on Sunday. And so I was happy, everything was good. But with that excitement and momentum building, I really saw the gap from where I am now to where I want to be with this project and what it's going to take to get there. And I know it's going to be slow and it's going to be a while, and I know this. And so I don't know really what it was that just churned for me, but it got me in a funk. And then I started spiraling about me wanting to be further in life, and I want more out of life, and I want more out of myself, and I want to be doing more. I don't know. The worst part of it for me is just no motivation and not a lot of energy, and just quiet. That's where I'm at right now this week. Now, I know based on my previous funks and what I listen to and read and all of the things, I know that keeping a routine helps, and it definitely does. So I've been really trying to stay with my routine of every day. The only one that I've let go is getting up early in the morning. I just have really struggled to get up early. Usually I get up and just move around, get some movement in, even if it's stretching or even if it's just planning the day out, just getting up early before work. And I just haven't been able to this week. And I'm actually okay with it because I know sleep is really, really important as well for me right now. And, but otherwise, all my other routines, I go for a walk over lunch. I've tried to stay with that. Working out has been really, really hard, but I've tried to do something, not my normal push, but I've just gotten some movement in. It's been slow, but something, because I know getting my blood pumping helps. Getting out in the sun, walking always helps. No matter what I'm going through, it helps. Even if it's temporary, like I'll feel good for a while after, and then it kind of goes back downhill. But playing with my dog, though, that's tough because all I want to do is just cuddle up with it. And so I do let that happen a little bit. But playing with my dog, doing my slackline stuff or my slack board, that's lifts me up a bit. And then just my normal routine stuff, I'm trying to keep it. And like I said, it's a little bit more lazy and slower, but I'm still keeping it, and that helps because I know if I don't, in the moments that I'm not, I'm just laying there and letting my mind take over and spiral and start, criticizing myself and beating myself up and why aren't I further along, and you should be doing more, and just that heaviness on myself. This morning when I was thinking about this episode, actually I was thinking about the other episode because today was supposed to be a start of the reflection series, but I wasn't feeling it because I'm in this funk. I felt like you guys would have felt me just being off, and I didn't want that. And I knew that this was more important to chat with you guys about my funk. One, because I know it'll help me, so thank you. Just like all my episodes, every topic that I do It's something that I'm actively working on. And so when I talk to you guys about it, and I, work through it and I plan some talking points and all of that, it helps me. It helps strengthen the skill building that I'm going through. So I knew that this would help me get through my funk. And so over lunch on my walk, I was thinking about my funk, and it came to mind of, well, what would you tell your best friend if she came to you with all these same thoughts? Because that's something that's really important when we're hard on ourselves or in this funk, is treating ourselves and talking to ourselves like our best friend, like we would our best friend. If she came to me and told me she was in a funk and she described all the feelings that I'm feeling inside, what would I say to her? And I would tell her that, one, yes, you want to be further along, but you're not. You are where you are, and it's where you need to be right now to build there. And that moping isn't going to get you any closer. And that you're in the messy middle. That's the biggest point is I'm in the messy middle right now of all this change, of all these things I'm working on, the skills that I'm working on strengthening within myself, this project that I'm working on, all these changes. I'm in the messy middle of it, which is this slow going ebb and flow. You get excitement, and then there's like the momentum loses, and it's just the messy middle. And so it's okay, because that's the spot that we're at right now. And I would tell her to spend some time just really visualizing and imagining and thinking about where she wants to be. When I'm in good momentum and habits, I spend some time visualizing, imagining and visualizing where I want to be. I actually picture myself doing the things that I will be doing, acting and behaving in the ways that I'm working on, having these skills that I'm working on. And I close my eyes and I picture it and I imagine and daydream of being there, hitting that mark, meeting those goals. Every time I do that, it encourages me to keep going. It gives me that, yes, that's what we're working for. That's what I'm working for. That's where we're going. And it builds that kind of momentum again. And so I would do that. And that's something I'm going to spend a good amount of time tonight doing, of just sitting and really letting my mind go and daydream about where I want to be. Because then when I get done with that, I'm going to be like, all right, what are the steps that I need to do? And let's go. I'm ready to take it on again. I'm ready to do this. I can already feel it just talking about it. Like, okay, I need to get out of this funk. You've been in it long enough. Let's get to it. And so yeah, I feel it already. And so I'm excited to do that, because that helps. That just reinforces and gives me that picture of where the target, what I'm aiming for. And yeah. And then staying with my habits, which will all come with, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to take on the world again. I'm ready to get moving towards those goals. And so then that brings in all my normal, the stronger effort to all my habits. Right now, they're just very lazy efforts. And so doing that and talking about it, like, this is really helping, because I'm talking through my funk and what I know works. And for whatever reason, prior to this, I was just in a funk. I was spiraling. And so being able to talk about it with you guys brought all these things up to remember and remind myself, you're just in the messy middle. This is just a wave. We've been here before. and just keep your eye on the target. Because what happens, and what's happened a lot this week, is I just let my mind go in the gutter to we're not there, and in all the ways that I'm not where I want to be, instead of, yeah, but you're further than you were. I will, when I go on my walk, I'll think of these things. And so I get a little pumped up and I'm feeling a little better. And then it just starts going down. And so I need to keep with these things, these habits, and continue keeping my focus on where I'm going. And sometimes that can get lost. I'll completely just lose my balance of where I'm going and where I'm at. And then I start going the wrong way, or just stopping and being like, F it all. I ain't doing anything. But that's not who I want to be. Cause I've had the thoughts this week, like, what am I doing all this for? Forget it. I'm never going to get there, but I will. Consistency is the key. And so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And like I said, tonight, I'm going to really sit down and just get my mind back on my goal, on the target, and daydream and imagine and do all the things so I can get that momentum building again. And then tomorrow I'll start with my tasks and my things that I need to do that will help me meet these goals. And it's just consistency, just doing it. And that's why I say, like, the habits, or the routine, not habits, routine, just doing what you do, what you normally do when you're feeling good. Keep doing them, even though they might be slow or lazy. You're still doing them, because it's easy to get out of a routine. When I go on vacation and I get out of a routine, it's really hard to get back into it when I come back. And so that's what I'm going to keep doing. But I'd love to hear, like, what you guys do. What do you do when you get in a funk? How do you get out of it? What helps? What are the things that help you keep going and help you get out of it, or help you feel better, help you get off of the spiral? What helps for you guys? And how long are you normally in a funk? Let me know what you guys think. If any of these things, if you try them, or if you have something else, any other suggestions, I'd love to hear from you guys. So till next week. Next week will be the first episode of the next series on reflection and strategic remembering. And until then, keep looking forward. Thanks, guys.